All right, everyone. Weekend na naman, no? So welcome to another episode of Grumperiodicals, our weekly news highlight series. So sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam, what we do here is we look at a few news items that I personally found interesting. They may or may not have a great effect sa market, but they piqued my interest, no? And ang purpose ko naman talaga dito is parang catch up lang, kwentuhan lang between us sa mga naging ganap for the week. Baka may mga news items kayong na-miss or baka may mga iba that you also found interesting na you want to discuss, diba? Gusto nyo makapagkwentuhan. So please feel free to post your thoughts in the comments section below. Right? Now, as always, bago po tayo magsimula, credit where credit is due. Maraming salamat po sa mga inquirer, bilyonaryo, sa mga Twitter feeds sa sinusundan ko, sa Mercado Barkada, and so on. I've put the links to those sources in the description box below for your convenience and for your reference. Just in case may gusto rin kayong basahin, tingnan, or what have you. Alright? So, news item number 1. CentralHub Industrial Centers Inc. Well, that's a mouthful. Is gearing up to launch REIT IPO by the second half of 2022. Now, this has been in the news since mga first half or early second half ng 2021, no? So it's good to see na it's coming into fruition, na nabubuo na siya, and mas nagkakaroon na ng definitive na timeline kung kailan siya lalabas. Now, wala pang exact na petsa, but you can rest assured na kapag meron na tayong greater details, I'll make sure to make a video specifically on this para lang up-to-date din kayo sa lahat ng mga key details niya. This is a partnership between Jollibee and Double Dragon, no? Or rather, yung owner ng Jollibee and owner ng Double Dragon. So, I'm curious to see how the market is going to react to this. Okay? How the IPO market, quote-unquote, reacts this year could be an early indicator on how this will be received moving forward. Pero so far, mga REITs with very few exemptions, medyo very well received sa atin, no? Yung mga nakabili ng maaga, nagkaroon na sila ng capital appreciation, tapos may dividends pa. But again, reminder lang na ang dividends, quote-unquote, ng REIT is subject to change kasi based yan sa earnings ng company. So let's say may masama ulit na mangyari na wag naman po sana, no? Pero let's say na meron, then maaaring mag-fluctuate yung ine-expect yung dividends from an REIT. Okay? That said, I'm personally curious talaga dito sa IPO na to, and I'll be watching out for more news that lalabas dito na for sure naman meron, and tingnan natin magkano to kapag mag-release na yung IPO nila by the second half of 2022. Okay? Next. Puregold requires its cashiers and clerks to have college degrees. Now, when I first read this, I didn't know how to feel, no? Don't get me wrong, I am pro-education. Kung pwede nga lang, lahat ng tao mabigyan ng equal opportunity na ma-educate ng maayos. Kung pwede nga, free lahat eh. Free ang colleges, free ang high school, free ang elementary, lahat, no? Kasi gusto ko naman na lahat ng tao may quote-unquote pinag-aralan. Diba? Everyone should have an equal access, equal opportunity sa education. Kasi syempre, para sa future natin yan eh. Wala namang nakakalamang quote-unquote kung karamihan ng tao mo ay hindi edukado dahil hindi nila ma-afford or wala silang oras para mag-aral and so on. So, personally, I'm a big proponent na sa education. However, okay, I'm also a big proponent na kailangan, based sa sistema natin ngayon, mga tao hindi mahirapan makahanap ng trabaho na kaya naman nilang gawin. 'Di ba? Hindi naman po natin pinag-uusapan na magiging hedge fund manager or kaya magiging accountants o di naman kaya magiging scientist. Yung trabahong to pinag-uusapan po natin is low skill cap. Okay? That's not a knock against cashiers and clerks, ha? But compared to other jobs that do require degrees, mas mababa ang skill cap na rin-require ng cashiers and clerks. 'Di ba? So parang mali naman na mag-impose ka ng college degree tapos ang ibibigay mong sahod minimum din. Tapos hindi pa natin alam kung ano yung mga kaltas na kinukuha ng Puregold and what have you. So parang hindi naman fair, and I would rather na instead na ganito, mabigyan na lang ng equal opportunity ang lahat ng tao sa mga trabaho. Kasi lalo na ngayon, 'di ba, nagkaroon tayo ng pandemic, maraming nawalan ng trabaho. So pati ba naman 'yun, ipagdadamot mo pa, maglalagay ka pa ng artificial wall na hindi naman necessary. So that's why I said when I read this, I didn't know how to feel because I feel strongly sa both positions eh. Pero overall, I think parang medyo hindi naman yata tama, no? Mas maganda siguro na maging mas lenient sila. Piliin na lang nila yung best candidates. 'Di ba? Kung may nag-apply sa'yo na may college degree, then by all means, kung yun talaga gusto mong kunin. Pero sana piliin nyo na lang yung best qualified. Alright? News item number 3. Maynilad IPO not planned until they can raise water rates in 2023. So, syempre, noong una natin ito nabasa, ang tumatak agad sa utak ko, tataasan naman yung presyo ng tubig. Which medyo nakakainis, no? Kasi medyo pataas yung binabayaran natin, eh. The other thing is, I think they're waiting for this para lang ba mas maganda tignan yung financial reports, mas maganda tignan yung books, para if and when they do launch their IPO, mas mataas yung quote-unquote numbers, mas attractive siya sa mga investors. Now, of course, I'm not speaking on their behalf. Hula-hula lang to, ha? Haka-haka ko lang po yun. Yun lang yung kutob ko. Diba? Kaya naghihintay sila ng 2023 bago din sila mag-release ng IPO. Another reason could be they're waiting to see how the market shakes out ngayong 2022. Kasi walang katapusan eh. Parang nagkaroon tayo ng Omicron, tas may ano ba? Deltacron ba yun? Parang lahat na lang eh. Uubusin natin yung letters ng Greek alphabet, tas uulit na naman tayo ulit. So, they might be waiting for that as well. Pero, this particular IPO, I'm also excited for. Kumbaga, it's overdue. Diba? They deserve to have their own IPO and I'm excited for it to come out. News item number 4. Iberdrola, I hope I'm saying that correctly, in partnership with Triconti Windkraft Group, brings wind power expertise to PH, the Philippines, okay? So yung Iberdrola is the second largest solar company in the world, kung tama pagkaintindi ko. And they're coming here to build an offshore solar plant with Triconti Windkraft. Now, this is good. 'Di ba? Renewable energy is good. Syempre, gusto naman natin na yung mundo o yung bansa na ipapamana natin sa mga anak natin maayos pa, hindi yung punong-puno ng polusyon, no? And I'm really liking yung push natin lately towards renewable energy, whether it be solar, yung tawag ito, wind, or yung water, hydro, yun, okay? Sorry, nalilito tayo sa mga terms. Humihina na, lumalabas yung edad ko. So I'm very excited for this. Now, this may or may not have a direct effect sa stock market, but overall, I found this news item interesting kasi good news siya eh. For me, the more we push towards renewable energy, the more we veer away from coal and other quote-unquote older style na power is good. It can only be a good thing. This can produce up to 3.5 to 4 gigawatts if I'm not mistaken, no? So marami rin siyang mapapower. So I'm also very, very excited for this one. And then finally, news item number 5. I really didn't know how to feel when I read this one. Kasi sabi, Medic was able to squeeze out an extra 2.4 million due to lower than expected fundraising activity. Nung nabasa ko to, parang I felt like, alam mo yung tumba ka na, sinisipa ka pa, tas inaasinan pa yung sugat mo. Parang ganun yung feeling eh. Now, don't get me wrong. I released a video before. Ang sabi ko, ang important sa akin was yung sa side ng Medic, sinundan nila lahat ng mga parameters and lahat ng mga requirements set out by the PSE. May risk naman talaga ang lahat kahit na IPO pa yan. Diba? Remember, ang IPO, hindi nila ibebenta yan ng palugi. Benta nila yan well above yung valuation ng company. That's just the way it is. Kasi kumikita talaga dyan is yung mga angel investors, mga initial investors, and so on, no? It's their chance to make up for yung pinuhunan nila from the get-go. Hindi natin alam gaano nila katagal pinuhunan yun eh. Okay? Iba-iba yun bawat kumpanya. However, 'Di ba? While I realize na tama lang naman i-release ang mga ganitong balita kasi syempre, we want the PSE, we want everyone to be transparent. Parang ang sakit pa rin eh. Ang sakit ng timing eh. Right now, nasaan na ba ang Medic? Ang laki na ng binaba from its IPO price. Tapos sasabihin mo na not only did they earn from yung IPO, meron pa silang extra na napiga. 'Di ba? May extra pa sila na napiga due to lower than expected fundraising activity. Wouldn't it have been better na etong quote-unquote fundraising activity, ginamit na lang nila yung pera to do better? So, I'm laughing not because it's funny. I'm laughing because it's frustrating na nakakabasa pa rin tayo ng mga ganito despite all that happened. Diba? I'm not saying anyone did anything wrong, ha? Don't get me wrong, ha? Wala ako sinasabing merong mali. Ang sinasabi ko lang, maaaring mas pwedeng ginawang tama. People could have done better. Lalo na kapag ganito nga, na meron palang extra na naitabi. Kasi ang nagagamit mo, lower than expected sa fundraising activity, no? So, yun lang naman yun. Sa mga naipit sa atin sa Medic dyan, kung meron sa inyo na naipit, ayaw nyo mag-cut for one reason or another, be sure na subaybayan nyo yung mga daily charting sessions natin to see kung may nangyayari ba sa particular issue na to. Baka may reversal na, baka may opportunity na magdagdag or pumasok. Be sure to watch out for that, okay? So guys, as always, before we end, I leave you with a quote, and this one is from Jerry Seinfeld, yes, the comedian. It's amazing that the amount of news that happens in the world every day always just exactly fits the newspaper. Now, of course, it's meant to be funny, pero nung nabasa ko kasi to, like I mentioned sa previous Grumperiodicals natin, ang naisip ko is talagang maraming nangyayari na hindi natin alam. More often than not, it's the bad news that sells eh. 'Di ba? Yun yung mga piniprint kasi yun yung gustong mabasa ng mga tao. Gusto natin makita yung mga masasama, hindi ko alam bakit. But I just want to remind you na despite all of that, try to remain positive kasi marami ring ibig sabihin ng mga magagandang bagay na nangyayari araw-araw na hindi lang natin nalalaman. Kasi hindi yun yung pinaprioritize ng media. Hindi yun yung pinaprioritize ng mga gumagawa ng balita. Okay? So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin. No? I hope you found this at the very least mildly entertaining, no? Or nakatulong to sa inyo kahit papano. And if so, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And as always guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!